to turn back to Bola and TITI right now because I promise I'm going to give a little bit clip about Bola and TITI each and every day. It's very important for me that I put the story out there so that at least we'll be able to get over with it. So as I said yesterday about the issue between Bola and TITI, Bola is the most senior sister and which TITI is the junior sister based in Western world. Till date she's still in the Western world. So now I'll continue from yesterday. 2 years run out on TITI in Nigeria. 2 good years run out on her while she was in Nigeria. So within that 2 years she went through hell. Sorry about the noise. Within that 2 years she went through hell in Nigeria. She ran out of money, and within that 2 years the white man divorced her. Yeah, the white man divorced her, and the white man moved out of the house they were sharing before she came to Africa, and yeah, she was now stranded. So she have no any other choice. But at this time, Bola was making money in the restaurant. She was really making money. But out of being bored at home, TITI would decide to just play down to Bola's restaurant, you know, just to go move to somewhere because she has left home for a long time and she has somehow lost contact with friends, you know. So she decided to go and visit Bola time to time at her restaurant so that at least she will get a daily meal, you know, and you know, just to have somebody to mingle around with, you know. So she started noticing some weird attitude, like when she comes to the restaurant she will please give me the head of fish, or give me this, give me that. Bola will say no, you cannot have it. When you take it now, when customer call, what are they going to take? You have to wait, let customer buy finish before we can, you know. It's like she was like, okay, because TITI is a kind of lively person, very lively, and but Bola is that kind of a serious person that very unpredictable. And at a stage, TITI was saying, okay, maybe when customer, but eventually she will end up not giving TITI and what she asked for in the restaurant. And she thought, okay, maybe she was so curious, or she was so what will borrow me in the English now, that she was so focused in making the money. So she felt, you know, TITI was making an excuse for Bola that maybe she really want to sell and make money and move from one step to another, you know. She, in her mind, she was making an excuse for Bola. So she's like not too bothered about not giving her what she wants, but he would rather give her all those small meat that is maybe 10 naira that she should eat with that, you know. She will eat when she's going on, and she will be there, help them to wash dishes, do some other odd jobs while they send the main house help to go and buy some things outside. While the customers are coming, TITI is helping to do some dishes washing and all those stuff, and yeah, even help to attend to customer, clear the table, do this, do that. She said she was doing all that to at least. So at the end of the day, when the rush hour has gone down, she will decide to, now I'm tired, let me go home. At least I will feel relieved that I left the home this morning, and let me go home. On her way, why she tell Bola that she would like to go, Bola would rather give her only transport fare. And meanwhile, nothing is hidden to Bola and the rest of the family. Nothing is hidden. And then Bola now, TITI will now say, please have something to eat now. At least if I take transport, I get down there, I will be left with nothing. Just give me small thing to give. Say no, I've not paid this, I've not paid that. You know, like she's complaining. And Bola said, even though it's 15 naira, I just had to, at least I will have something with me, you know. So at that point, TITI now starts seeing that she needs God's intervention, you know, that she needs God's intervention in this matter, that Bola is not that person that she think she is. You know, she never believed that Bola would go that far. You know, she's thinking, okay, if they have any misunderstandings, just for a while, and they will sort it. But she never thought about that Bola could go that far in dealing with her. You know, and then she get after the issue at the restaurant, she said something happened one day at home. It was then she wept. She wept like a newborn baby. She wept like a child. She wept and locked up the door, make sure nobody come in. For the whole day she was in her room using this paint plastic to ease herself. She kept it in the room. She refused to come out, hoping that somebody will come and knock and ask her, are you okay, are you in there? Said nobody came. They were all moving up and down. You know, it's like 3-bedroom with a little corridor that links to the rest 2 rooms. But they will firstly pass through Titi's room before getting to the junior sister room, then Bola and her children's room. So then she said nobody even cared that she was there. Nobody even cared to come and find out what she was going through. Why is she not out? Why is she in the room? But quite alright, they know she was in the room. So she said she was in the room. She isolated herself in the room till they all went to bed. She will come out and you know, even to come out from her room to go and use the toilet, she won't, because it's only Bola's room that have the master toilet. So the rest 2 rooms use the extra toilet in the walkway. You know, so she said she won't come out. Then at a stage, she said what Bola did to her that day, she was so amazed. She was like, no, she can't believe this is happening to her. She can't believe that such a thing will ever happen to her. And she narrated. She said when Bola closes from restaurant, she comes home, because Bola has 4 children. And when Bola closes, she comes home with some amount of soup. Excuse me. Some amount of soup that will be sufficient only for those 4 children. And 4 meats for those 4 children. And she told the children, this is your meat, this is your food in the kitchen. So now Bola is no more cooking at home, but she always come home whenever it's closing time. She will bring something that the children will use to eat, only for her children. But Titi was not aware that was Bola's plan. But Titi decided to go and take soup in the kitchen. You understand? Titi decided to go and take soup in the kitchen so that she can buy maybe fufu or something to eat it while she was hungry. And don't forget that this time she has nothing left with her. She said while she was taking the soup, she noticed that it was only 4 meat were there. She said that she was taking the soup, she just felt somebody behind and shook her hand and said, drop that meat, drop that soup. It's for the children to eat. You can't take it. And she turned, she looked, he said, I should drop it. He said, yes, drop it. The children is this children food to eat. She said she thought it was a joke. But she just dropped it and walked away. She said she thought it was a joke. That she dropped it, she walked away, she went inside. And she locked the door. And nobody, they were just moving here and there from the walkway, and nobody asked. Nobody talked to her after that incident. Then she went inside. Well, the reason is to rethink what is really going on. What have I done wrong? What is 10 naira meat and a soup just to eat 1 fufu? How? You know? She said she was just there. She couldn't grab it. She was just there the whole day till the next day. But very early, as early as she said very early, Bola will leave to the restaurant. But before she get there, the helper would have started before she get there. You know? So that was how that was going on, and she thought no, it was a joke. You know, and one other time, you know, This is one of the reasons why we should keep praying for ourselves, that may God not bring you to a place whereby you need to eat the food that belongs to those that hate you. Because if you get to that stage whereby you need to eat the food of those who really don't care about you, those who don't like you, those who pretend and they are your siblings, or those you think, oh, we are one blood, and they think, look, you are a bastard, or who the hell do you think you are? We really don't care. We really don't, you know. Because for somebody to have treated her that way, I'm just like trying to think that, take it in that, are they really related? But please, don't be carried away with family things. I'm not putting hate out there, but then there are people who are going through it, you know. So TITI now said, but she has no choice, that each time she will go and look in the kitchen if there's anything left, that she can just, you know, as a grown lady, she can just perform anything with whatever they have left. Maybe sometimes she have very little money, she can go and buy tied garri and make something and look in the pot. You know, she was, for her to have come explain it that way, I could understand what she was going through. And she said one other time she went inside the kitchen to take something, and she noticed that there's nothing much, but she wouldn't have mind to let the children skip whatever they want to eat. But she thought that this something is almost empty, you know. But not knowing, Bola told her children that TITI should not eat anything from that kitchen. That TITI should not eat anything from that kitchen. That this happened to her, the child that Bola gave birth to, that TITI was the one that took care of all the naming ceremony when TITI was TITI. She was the one that bring the band people that will sing. She was the one that invites people here and there. She was the one that make sure that all her invitees spread Bola during her naming. Because Bola was going to this white garment church whereby they will just pray and do the thing inside the church, and that is all. But because being the first daughter that Bola had, and TITI was still around, TITI said she will make sure she celebrate the birth of that child, being the first daughter to Bola. Because Bola had Bola had a son before, and yeah, and their second child was the girl. So, because being in the white garment church, according to Bola told the sister that they said they should not make noise, that the child does not want noise. But TITI was saying, what the hell? Why will they say don't make noise? A child was born. A child needs to be celebrated. Her name is supposed to be that kind huge, you know. So TITI took over the responsibility. The only thing, according to her, that she didn't do was to cook for the whole family member of Bola's husband. But all her own invitees, she took care of them and make sure, that's my sister dancing, and they went and sprayed her. You know, that same daughter that TITI did the naming ceremony for was the one that told TITI, when TITI went to the kitchen to take something, and said, please drop it, it's for us, don't eat it. If you eat it, we have nothing to eat. And TITI said she just looked like, my God, I just saw you guys finish eating. That was how low they brought TITI to. They brought her so low that nobody will buy her for 1 cent. And for the little girl to have said that then, that means she was coached. Somebody must have coached her what to say. And since then, TITI decided not to go into that kitchen. She would rather drink garri 3 times in a day and go to bed. You know? So exactly 2 years was gone. After 2 years, a good friend of TITI now sent somebody to check on TITI. That is been long he heard from TITI that go and find her. Has she gone back or she's still around? And that was the Good Samaritan. And that was when God intervened for TITI. And when the man came to check on TITI, TITI was like, okay. She didn't know who was at the door. And but it wasn't the real person that came. He only sent his driver. So when TITI ended up to open the door, he saw a man standing. Then he asked, he said, please, are you TITI? I'm looking for Sister TITI. And the TITI was like, okay, if you're looking for Sister TITI, I'm very sure I don't know you. And he said, from where? And he said, okay, Mr. So sent me. And he says, okay, the name he called, I know this name. Yeah, what for? Why? He said, and the driver now said, okay, the man that sent him said, if I meet TITI at home, I should bring her. And if not, I should wait till she comes. That was the message he was sent. So that was how TITI now told the man that, okay, you know what? I'm just waking up. I have not showered. He said, the mister that sent me said I should wait till you showered and dress up. Then I bring you down. That was how TITI said, okay, fine. You hang around. And she dressed up, did everything, came out, and they drove off. That was how they drove off. That was how the Good Samaritan stepped into TITI's life. And when TITI got to the office, and the man was saying, TITI, is this you? What happened to you? Why are you still in Nigeria? What is going on? TITI couldn't talk. Instead of her to talk, she started crying. And the man was so frightened. Why was TITI crying? She started crying and she wept, and uncontrollable, that the man himself couldn't stop TITI from crying, you know. And you know, it's a very big office. According to it, was a very big office that people troop in, troop out. And even the man was embarrassed that people saw a beautiful lady crying in his office. And each time when they come in, they say, what have you done to her? Why is she crying? Daddy, what have you done to her? Why is she crying? You know. And the more people talked about this man, that what have you done to TITI, why is she crying, the more TITI cry. You know, because she couldn't answer the question that was thrown to her. She couldn't. And she was like, where do I start from? What do you want to know? The present situation, what I'm going through, or what I've been, or, you know, she herself was really confused. She didn't really know where to start. Then this same man was pleading that, TITI, please stop crying. No matter what you're going through, we'll solve it. That was God in disguise. That was God in disguise. That was God in disguise. Yeah. So from there, this man now told TITI that, okay, you know what? Stop. Go and clean up. Go and freshen up. And please stop crying so that at least I can listen to you. And he asked TITI, where is your car? TITI burst to cry again. TITI burst to cry again. Because when TITI got to know this man, according to, before TITI came home from Europe, she came home with 2 white men, plus TITI making 3. And they were planning to start a business in Nigeria. And because these 2 white men has contacted this man in Nigeria, then they didn't want to go alone. They now told TITI that since they know TITI in Europe, she based there, they know her very well, they know the kind of person she is, that they will want to go with her to Africa, so that the 3 of them plus the man, making 4, can do the business all together. You know. So when they landed in Nigeria, then the next thing they told the man they are around, and TITI and TITI driver and everybody drove down to the man's office. So that was how TITI got to know the man. So Titi, they just exchange cards and businesses and this and that till, you know. But to cut the long story short, that was how Titi got to know this man. And the man thought that since the last time he saw Titi with the business partner, that Titi has gone back, not knowing Titi was still in Nigeria. The only thing there was that Titi gave him her address in Lagos and everything, our contact, everything in Lagos. That was how God intervened and sent this man when Titi was so much in a need to go and check up on Titi. Because after the business people left, Titi never checked on that man. Titi, even when she was in need of money to put her vehicle in order, to put things and to pay rent, because, you know, I just try to bring the story a little bit, you know, just cut it brief. You know, that was how Titi got to know this man. And the man said, this lady that came with my business partner all the way from Europe, for a long time I've not seen her. She didn't contact me. The business partner have gone back. She's not contacting me. I don't know, maybe she too has gone back. Okay, you driver, go and check on her. This is the address she gave me. I've been expecting her call. That was how God intervened. So at the end of the day, to continue after Titi stopped crying, and the man insisted that he wants to know why Titi was crying. That he really just wants to know. And Titi now said she has been stranded. She has been stranded in Africa. The white man that she came home to do marriage with divorced her. The marriage in the embassy has been cancelled. Now she has been stranded, no money, nothing. And now she's squatting. Because she used to own her own apartment. I skipped that. You know, now she's squatting because I really want to bring the reason, what concerns TITI and BOLA together. Not the long story. So that's one of the things. And the man asked, where is your car? He said, my car, I can't even foil it. He has a brain box issue. I can't even put it together. Talk less to foil it. That was how this man stepped up. Make sure the car was taken away from where the car was parked. The following day, he asked Titi that one of his driver will come to the house and pick Titi. When they pick Titi, they should go to the passport office and see this Mr. Light, this Mr. So and so. And the following day, that was what took place. They towed the vehicle, put in the yard, in the compound. Then the following day, they went to the passport office. All Titi needs to do is to just go there, snap the picture, do the normal thing. There's somebody who will take the passport to the man in the office. I think this thing should be put into a book, not just film. Into a book, this story, because in a book you'll be able to spill it all out. I believe you need to go into a book. I don't know. As I'm just talking right now, there's a confirmation in my spirit that says this story needs to go into a book. Because sometimes when God moves in for you, you think you are just being lucky. You're not lucky. It's God's intervention. So that was how this man took Titi. They took Titi to the passport office. All she need to do, just stay, snap, take fingerprint, do every other thing, and you are free to go. Then someone take it off from there. From there, they took the passport to the embassy. The following day, the man has already told Titi come around 11 the following day. Titi got to the office the following day. They just hand over a green passport to her. She was saying, what do I do with this? And she was thinking, oh, okay, the passport I went for yesterday. Then the man said, open it. Oh God. You know, when God will move, you will not be able to cry. You won't be able to cry. You won't be able, you will be short of words. That was how TITI say open care. I know we did passport yesterday. Why am I opening it? He say opening. Then TITI flip and flip and flip. She saw a visa. Yesterday, today. A visa. TITI start shaking. TITI just went into panicking. She start shaking. Me? You mean me? Said yes, you. Me? You mean me? Said yes, you. Then he told TITI, tomorrow, 7 o'clock, be at the airport. You know, even as I narrate the story, I'm like, I connect. So I don't know, because I write story also, or I write script also. I'm like, I take it in. I personalize it. Yes, I take it in. And TITI was like, tomorrow, say yes, tomorrow 7 o'clock you must be in international airport. And TITI went home. He dropped TITI at home. TITI said she was still in shock. She couldn't share it with anybody. The following day she carried her bag without really narrating anything. And she got caught in traffic. She was in traffic till 10 o'clock that day. And she said, this chance again has gone. Where do I go from here? How do I do it? Who do I talk to? Who do I call? I've missed this flight. She was just panicking. But something was so strong inside her that still go to the airport. Get to the airport. No matter how this traffic stayed long, make sure you get to the airport. And she proceeded. She got to the airport. After getting to the airport, she now decided to look for a way to call the miraculous working, the Good Samaritan. Let me use that word. The Good Samaritan said, stay where you are. My boy is still in the airport. The flight is around after 11 or something around that time. That they will pick you and you fly together. TITI was saying, together? Yes. He will fly with you and he will take the next flight coming back. TITI was saying, he will fly with me. He said, yeah, because he wants to make sure you get there and he will come out with you, take the next available flight home. Even when I heard it, I said, I've never, no. And that was how, like play, this guy flew with TITI. They landed together, exit together, take her outside the airport, bought her ticket. Where are you going? TITI was even confused. Though it's a country she has lived all her life. He said, don't worry. She will buy ticket going to so place. That was how TITI exits. From there, the guy took the next flight back to Nigeria. By the time TITI got to where she's going, she rests a little bit and gave Good Samaritan a call. He said, my boy is back. He said, he's back. She didn't know how to give glory to God or to thank God. I want you to know one thing. Many of us have gone through hell. Many of us have gone through things that we cannot explain. But wherever you find your peace, wherever your peace might be, if your peace is in your right, and that right is where you have your focus and your peace, delete everything that is giving you distraction from this end. Delete it. If you can run for your dear life, I will say run. That was what TITI went through. That was what TITI went through. I would like to stop here. Okay. I would like to stop here. The reason I would like to stop here because another scene happened to TITI, which I would like to share with you guys. I would like to share that with you guys. So I would like to stop here before I give you the next story that happens to TITI. I want to say thank you very much for joining me. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for commenting. Because TITI is asking, should she still hang around her siblings, or if she should run for her dear life? This is TITI's story for you. Kindly give her a word of advice. TITI needs your help. TITI needs your help. And may the Lord help you as He stretch a helping hand towards her. It's not monetary, but a piece of advice will go a long way. Thank you, everyone. I love you. Kindly like, share, and please comment. And word of encouragement we appreciate. Thank you so much. This is If Media once again. Thank you for joining me, and remain blessed till I come your way tomorrow in the mighty name of Jesus Christ. Thank you, everyone. Bye.